Okay, good morning everyone. How are you today? I'm fine. Hope you all are fine. And did you have breakfast yet? For me, I'm done. Okay, and don't forget to enjoy your breakfast and then enjoy your learning with me in online. Okay. All right. So today is very nice morning to see you again in your online class. And can you tell me what day is it today? For sure, today is Wednesday, May 20, 2020. Wow, it is 20 and 2020, right? It is a nice day, or I mean, the day and the years are quite 2000 or 20 old, right? Okay, so on Wednesday, according to your schedule or online schedule, on Wednesday, what book that you study? Right, you are going to study Grammar Collective 3, right? So you will be studying in Grammar Collective 3. Okay, so in how many units have we finished in our book? Right, we have finished in 2 units, right? Unit 1 and Unit 2. Unit 1 is talking about, what is it? Article, right? Unit 2, okay? And Unit 2 will be talking about personal pronoun and possessive. So today we are going to continue to the next lessons in our unit. That our unit is going to be Unit 3. We'll talk about she sleeps on the chair. So she sleeps on the chair. If you are focusing about the tense, about the grammar point, it will be focusing about simple present or present simples. It depending on the people or on the teachers or on the students that they want to talk it, okay, to speak it out. They sometimes say that simple present, or sometimes they can say that present simple. It is the same. Okay. Okay. So everybody, let's pay your attention to me. Let's see on the board all together. What is the point that you are going to learn from simple present today? Okay. So simple present. In the first section of our point that we are going to focus is about the definition or the usage of simple present or present simple. Okay, so use the simple present to talk about present facts, habits, schedule, and routines. Okay, you know present facts. I mean the real or the situation is the fact one. Okay. And however, it can be true for a long time or can be true forever, depending on the situation that you use in the sentence. Habits. What is habits? Habit refers to your daily activity. What is your daily activity that you are going to do? It means that every day it is a must. Okay, schedule. So schedule focuses about the timetable that we are arranged or we have set up. And likely the school or the online class set up for you is that on Monday, you study hangout. On Tuesday, you study hangout. On Wednesday and Thursday, you study grammar classes. And on Friday, you study listening express. Right? However, the schedule will be moving to the next, or to the schedule will be moving to the next day and next day of yours. Likely today, it is Wednesday. So Wednesday, we study about the grammar classes first, right? On the first day of grammar. So how about tomorrow? Tomorrow, I study what? Grammar classes as well. This is my schedule that Wednesday and Thursday I have to study grammar classes, right? Okay. And routines. Routine refer to your activity as well, but it is not regularly that you have to do it. Okay, for sometimes you can do it. Okay. However, let's look at 2 examples. She studies at ABI. Is it a fact? Is it a habit? Is it schedule or is it routines? Okay, for sure it will be the fact, right? Presently, she studied in at ABI. However, when she graduated from grade 12, where does she study? Sure, she will be studying in university. So that's why it is talking about the fact. Okay. Okay, I always get up at 6 o'clock. Is it my habit? Is it the schedule that I have to set to get up at 6 o'clock? Is it a routines? Okay, all right. It is going to talk about the habits. That is my activity that I do every day, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, all right. So if you have the question, please drop your question in group. Okay, there will be answer from your teachers as well, and also if I have more times, I am going to answer for your question that you ask in group. Okay, about related to the point that you studied today. Okay. However, in simple present today, we are going to divide into two sections. Okay, two sections. The first section we are going to talk about the present simple or simple present with be. The second section we will talk about present simple with other verbs. So the verbs are divided into two ways. The first one we talk that we use present simple with the verb to be. Okay, and the second one we are going to use present simple with the other verbs. So right now let's move on step to step. Okay, step by step all together with me, and we are going to move on the first step that talking about present simple with be. Okay, so everybody, can you tell me how many to be's are there? Right. Okay, there are 3 to be, right? Am, is, are. Do you know am, is, are? Sure, you know, right? I am a student. I am a teacher. I am I am thirsty. Okay, and depending on your using that, you are going to use present form with the verb to be. Okay, so let's move to the next point. Is going to talk about the form of present simple with be. In positive, subject plus to be am, is, are plus object. Okay. However, do you know subject? How many subjects are there? Can you tell me? Sure, we have learned last week, right, about these lessons, about this point. So can you tell me how many subject pronouns are there? Sure, there are 7, right? 7 subject pronouns. What are they? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Is that right? Yes, right? Okay. And do you know to be consisting with 3 to be, right? As we have learned from the previous book as well, they have already shown you that which subject used with to be am, which subject used with to be is, and which subject is used with to be are. Okay, so to be am, what subject they use with am? Right, I am. Okay, to be is, which subject they use with to be is? Third person singular. What are the subject of third person singular? He, she, it. Okay. And to be are uses the plural subject. So plural subject, you, we, they. Okay. So how about you? You can be a singular or not, right? It can be a singular, right? I can say that you are a student. You are students. So when I use that you are a student, it means that you are it functions as singular subject because focus only one student. But you are students. You see sound S at the end. Students. That's why you here will be focusing about what? Yes, about plural subject. Okay. All right. Let's look at our example. I am hungry. I subject. Am to be am. Hungry is an object. Right? Okay. So an object here, it can be many ways that you want to use it. You want to use it as a complement, you want to use it as a noun, or whatever you want to use, it depends on you, right? Okay, like I can say that I sometimes want to use it as a noun. I am a teacher, or you are a teacher, or you are teachers. Okay, so there will be some more words that you can use. Sometimes you are going to use the object, sometimes you are going to use the object, the complement. Okay, all right. So here follow our form. I am hungry. Okay. Let's move to the negative. It might be very easy in creating present simple with be in negative. Why is it? It is easy because it can stand by itself, right? So in here, if we want to make negative point or negative form of present simple with be, you just add not after to be. Okay, after to be am, is, are, you just add not behind it. It will be finished in order to create it as a sentence of negative form in present simple with to be. Okay, all right. Like our example, she is not thirsty. So she subject is to be, not is not, thirsty is an object, right? That it can be function as I mentioned at the moment. It can be a complement. Okay. but I just only put one as an object, right? Okay. So how about questions? Question is not quite far different from positive. The difference is that question have question mark, and one more question must take the verb to be to put in front of subject. So here, we take to be to put in the front, so we have the form as to be plus subject plus object and question mark. Okay? So example, are you an engineer? So there will be according to all the form, right? However, one thing that you are going to know is that you can find here object or complement. Okay? Because we have to know that subject. Oh, subject is one subject. To be am is are. However, I am, he, she, it is, you, we, they are. Okay? This is the way that you are going to use it with present part of be. Okay. However, let's move your attention to the right or the left side of my hand. That you are going to see that present simple with the other verbs. With other verbs. So with other verbs. In here, why? Do you know why do they need to separate from to be and other verbs? Okay? Because of what? Because to be can stand itself, right? But the other verbs, it cannot stand itself in negative question form. So that's why it must be separated from the other. However, in the other verbs also have some changes of the verbs that later on you will see what are the changes of the verb that we'll use in the sentence. Okay? Okay, so our present simple with other verbs also consists with three formulae. The first one is positive, negative questions. Right? So all of these three forms will be exist in all Kramer point. Positive, negative, question. Okay? Alright, in positive, we have subject plus verb plus object. Okay? Like example, she studies English. So in here, it means that the verb study gonna be changed to be studies because it uses subject he or subject she. Okay, subject she. So that's why it must be changed to is. And also according to our form as well, we consist of one subject, right? Okay. In negative, if we want to make it into negative form, you have to need auxiliary verb is do and does to have it, and then you add not after do and does. It will be finished in order to create a sentence of negative sentence. So we have subject plus do does plus not plus verb infinitive plus object. However, let's see our example. They don't play soccer. Okay, so they subject don't, do not. Play is a verb, soccer is an object. Okay, and that is going to be a formula of it in negative. However, let's move to the next one is about the question forms. In question form, for sure, we have to put do does in the front, plus subject, plus verb infinitive, plus object and question mark. Don't forget question mark. Okay, it is necessary to make the sentence in question form. Okay, likely our example. Do you speak English? So do is do, you is the subject, speak is the verb infinitive, English is an object and question mark at the end, right? However, we have just only separating the verbs and the subject in negative question because of what we have do and does, right? So do, remember do you are going to do with I, we, you, they. Thus, we have to use it with he, she, it. So, this is the form or the rules of using do's and does in the sentence of present simple with the other verbs. Okay. However, let's move to the next point that is going to talk about the notice. So, in notice, talking about the verbs that will be changed in order to use with subject he, she, and it. So, everybody, we have three conceptions of adding or of changing the verbs that use with he, she, it. So the first one talking about es. So when you want to add s to the verb, you have to see the verbs that what are the verb ending. If the verb ending in letter O, S, SH, CH, and X, for sure you have to add es. Like the example, watch. You have to add es when you want to use watch with subject he, she, and it. Like he watches television. Okay. So it can be many other verbs that you are able to use, okay, by the verb ending in letter O, S, S-A-C-A-N, and X. Don't forget that if you want to add ES, you have to see that the verbs end in letter O, letter S, S-A, C-A, or X or not, okay? If not these words, it will be moving to the other conception or the other rules. So let's move to the second rules of our adding, okay? Our change verbs that will be used in with he, she, it is IES. So in IES, you have to see that when the verb ending in a consonant plus Y. So here we focus about the verb ending in letter Y, but in front of Y is a consonant. You have to erase or delete Y and then you put IE, IES. Like our example here, you can see our example. So the first one is coming from the word study, okay? Letter Y, consonant plus Y, but when it is using with he, she, it must change Y to IE, IES, okay? Alright, how about, okay, anyway, how about the other verbs that end in letter Y too, but it is vowel L plus Y? What are you going to do? Like the example, he plays soccer. So in here, what will you do with the sentence? Okay, do you need to change Y to IS? No, it is not in it, right? So if you want to use it in like this, it means that you just add only letter S, it will be finished. Okay, all right. So let's move to the last one. Is talking about the last section or last rule of our rules that use with H is adding a letter S. So we add S to the verb. That verb focusing on other verbs ending. What does it mean other verb endings? Other verb endings here, it focuses about the verbs that do not end in letter O, S, A, C, A, N, and X, and also letter consonant plus Y. So when you see the verb that did not end in this case, you have to add E, or to add letter S. Okay, it will be finished for you. And like our example, okay, our example like he speak English. Okay, he speak English. So speak. Do I have to add es? No, and in letter K it is not related, right? Do I have to add is? No, it is not ending in letter Y. So when you see the verb like this, it might be easier for you. You just add only s. Okay. All right. So immediately, if you have any question, please drop your question in the group, and your teacher will respond to all of your question. However, if I have more times, I am going to be responsible for all of the question that you ask in group. Okay. So today I would like to say goodbye everyone. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.